Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by my channel. So I decided to do something different, and that is to follow along with Amy at Crafty Cats on her 50 stack challenge, and this is her 8th go at it. So she's been doing it for 3 or 4 years, and I've always been intrigued by it, and I've always kind of wanted to do it because it just helps you make ephemera, when you are not, you can't think of anything. It's just a starting point for me. I may not be able to do every week, depends on how much I need to make for the journals that I have going, but I'm going to make these 2 pieces, something that can go into another journal. So today was number 1 was rust. She picks 2 pieces out of the bag for what she's going to make. So it could be green, it could be paper clips, it could be anything. Okay, so this first week is number 1 was rust, and number 2 is puzzle piece. So, and then this is paper from My Porch Prints French Rabbits that I'm using for this collage book. Well, collage, I don't know what it's called, actually. I forgot. But it's the, Amy did one too. Oh, it's a board book. That's what it was, board book. So we've worked on that, and I haven't done any more to that. Okay, so then I had, I looked everywhere for a puzzle piece because I've been cleaning and I saw that puzzle piece because it was a really big one, and I used a lot in the past, but I haven't used them very much. So I couldn't find it, and I'm trying to reorganize little at a time, and I'm trying to put things like in zones, as they call it, like shipping supplies all in one area, paper in one area, that kind of thing. And so I don't know where I would have put the puzzle piece. I really don't know where I would have stuck it yet. Anyway, it'll probably show up right after I get done here. So, but thanks to Amy, she did a template for you. So if you go to her channel, and you need to type in, what do we need? We need to type in hashtag 50 stack challenge number 8 or 8, and see if you can find the video where she's starting it. And it should be 1 and 2 that she's using. I don't have the exact, I had a hard time finding it because I went to her channel, I went to her playlist, and there was not much there, and I'm thinking, well, maybe she never got it downloaded. So anyway, she did, and this is it. So I printed these out, and they're a template. So you could use, puzzles to stack on top of each other. You could have printed this on a pre-printed paper. Like I could have, now I think about it, I could have printed it on like this paper, and they would have all been, colored in a sense. But no, I didn't do that. So what I did was I took one and I cut it, the template, because I want a big one. This is going to make a tuck in the journal, and it will go into this book journal, this board book journal. But anyway, I did 3 layers, and I'm going to glue these together. Ouch. They're not cut very well. And then I thought, well, I could have used my Cricut. I could have downloaded it and used it on my Cricut, but I didn't think. I've been thinking too much today. I got Susan's journal off, and my leg today was not too good. I mean, it's not good at all. But I had to walk out to the mailbox, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I try to do as much as I can when I go out there to walk, like pick up branches or trash. People throw trash in my yard all the time. It's so disgusting. I just don't know what makes people do that. I like, a lot of it is like construction or something, and they throw them in the back of their truck, their McDonald's bags and stuff, and they think it's going to stay there. And then they come home and go to put it in the trash, and oh, it's not there. Wonder what happened. And then they walk away. What happened was it fell in my yard. But what are you going to do? In Georgia, I mean, it's beautiful. Why would people want to, you know, trash it up? I don't know. We do have, I'm close to Interstate 75, so it could have something to do with people getting off at the truck stop and maybe going down side streets or something, and then because a lot of them come down my street from the 75. It's a cut across to Highway 41, which is what most people need to get to other parts of town. Otherwise, they have to go up a lot farther. I think it's 10 miles more, and because they can't get off the interstate because there's no exits. I used to go to my daughter's from here, and not to my daughter's. I'd be going home from shopping or something, and we'd be talking on the phone, or usually talking on the phone, and I would say, oh my gosh, I miss my exit. Well, if you live in California, you know that there's an exit every mile pretty much, and so to get to her exit is 10 miles from mine. So I drive 10 miles to get off and turn around and drive 10 miles back to my house. Round trip. So it's like 20 miles. So I really, got used to I made sure I knew where I was, or get off the phone. It's just, I mean, I've done that before without talking on the phone, because I get... Okay, we're going to need that glue again. So I'm just going to put this background on here. And this isn't going to be anything fancy, you guys. A little bit of that shows there. Oh, somebody's honking. I don't know why. I went to sleep last night. Well, it took a long time to go to sleep. Don't know what was wrong. It was raining, and it was stormy rain, like thunder, lightning, things like that. And I usually like that because I can go right to sleep when it's raining. But not last night. I could not sleep. So, I've already turned off my iPad and turned off my night lights and all that to turn over and go to sleep. So I'm laying there, and okay, so I went to bed at 9:30. Now it's 10:30. And I'm still not asleep or falling asleep. So I get up and turn everything back on again. Okay. I turn everything back on again. And it was another hour. And I finally must have went to sleep because I put the light off and the iPad down. And I know you're not supposed to read do your iPad when you at night because of the blue or whatever they call it. But what are you going to do? I mean, I use it to read a book, but I'm not real excited about the one I'm reading. So, I don't even know the name of it, honestly. But, what is the name of it? It's like part of a series or types of books that when I read one, another one comes up and, they say, you might like this. I can't read anything at night that involves me retaining it. Like, key things in the book, because I will miss them. And then I'll go reading again. I'm like, who's that guy? Then I got to go back and find out who he is or who she is. In some of these other books I read, the characters don't change much. It's usually a family or something like that, and the next door neighbor kind of thing. I find that an issue with TV these days too, is they keep flipping back and forth to then and now, and you don't know that they did it, and then you're like wondering, what happened? Did I miss something? And once you're watching for a few minutes, you know that that's what they do. But then I noticed that they just jump into another character without bringing that character into light, like even if they just met at the front door or shook hands or something, you would have seen that character. But no, you don't see that character. They just show up. And then you got to figure out how they're related to the other person, and I don't know. I guess they think that's a good idea. That's why I watch British TV, because they don't do that. They do a little bit of it, but nothing like our regular American TV series. Or movies, whatever. But I have watched so much of, because every night I watch TV, about an hour, hour and a half. And I do some cross stitch, and slow stitch if I feel like it. Don't feel like slow stitching much. I think it's because I don't want to get everything out. You've got to pull out all kinds of stuff. You've got to have all these different colored threads and lace and fabrics. And then what are you going to make? You got to think about that. All right, that looks pretty crummy. So I'm going to have to fix it a little bit. That green is showing through, not through the paper, but around the edges. So circle this off a little bit. I don't know if that's the paper or the ink I used. I don't think it's the ink. Okay, so and I didn't print this on a heavy cardstock, so you might have been able to use cardstock and get enough depth, puzzle look from heavy cardstock. but ink will take it all away. It's hard to get into those little curves. I feel like I have oh, some of those little eye things, brushes for eyeshadow brush, just little tiny things. It's gonna move like that as long as it's still wet with glue. Okay, now let's see. There's not one in there. Now, looking in the boxes that I have no place to put that stuff. Oops, sorry. Where are you? Hardly ever use these. Must have used it. Oop, look at it's falling apart. I don't know what's wrong. You know how I was telling you that everything was, look at that, it's just deteriorated. Has that happened to you guys? I don't know, would it be the humidity? Sometimes we have, you know, pretty humid weather. Well, all right, maybe I can get enough out of this to get into these circles. As I said, the glue is acting up this year, this last winter, and I don't know. What could be causing it? Rubber bands are all sticky and broken. Some of my die cut, not die cuts, what do you call them? Yeah, no, stamps. Some of my stamps, you know, the part that sticks to your little block. Well, they're all sticky. Like it melted or something. I'll tell you, it takes me so long to do something. All right. That one's no good either. Now, depending on how you want to stick this in the book, when we do finish, you know, we'll be like sticking it here, like here and here, and then this will be open for a tuck. All right, so let's see. I'm thinking I downsize these so I could I don't need that part. I have to be careful. How long have I been? Okay. Boy, the last video could not believe that I did not turn on the video. I don't know if I want these little roses out here or not. I'm not going to cut all these little branches, I tell you. And I honestly don't even know if I told you everything that I wanted to the second time. You know how you try to explain things in the beginning and then you do it over again. You don't know if you explained it or not. So I tried to remember what I had said. So if anybody's confused, just let me know. Okay. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. All right, let's just cut this little guy out. I don't think I have any cute words to go with this. And then, of course, I'm cutting it too close to the bunny, so he's not going to have any furry edge. I couldn't find any other ephemera for this. It's mostly all pockets. Maybe that one too. Make them stick up a little bit. So is anybody getting nice weather? I know Amy said that her weather, and she lives in Idaho, I think, that her weather has been decent. I don't know what part of Idaho, though. I have a nephew in Coeur d'Alene. It's beautiful there, that's for sure. All right, let's ink him and see what happens. It's probably going to take me 2 days to do her thing. Okay, so I'm thinking that, let's see, I want to put some stencil, not stencil, but some flowers or something with the texture paste. So I don't need a bunch of flowers, just something that, you know, that will go. Okay. These are nice. These are so delicate looking. Well, these I can get even out here on this edge. Maybe I'll use that one. Okay, so we're going to have to glue it down. This sleeve is driving me crazy today. Trying to get out of that winter clothes, but now it seems like he should be standing somehow. If I had one of those pens, of Amy's. But I don't know how to draw anyway, so that wouldn't work. I don't know if this is dried out or not. I have one that... Okay, that's nice. Let me find okay, do you think we need to put anything else? Like I could put a little piece of newspaper clipping or book page. What do I have in here? Oh, I have a doily. That might be too big for now because I should have put that on first. No, I don't. That would be... cute to go in there. Thinking another piece of texture. Well, maybe I will just put some lace up here in the corner if there's room. I'm just going to use this one here and try to do my best to get... I'd really like it to stay there. That's probably too big. The next piece, the rust piece, so this is number 2 here, the puzzle piece. The rust piece, I was going to make something for the junk journal, to, you know, to go in the junk journal, in the envelope. I hate it when it comes back out again, out of it again. Alrighty. Okay. That's kind of cute. And I probably could, I could spritz it. I don't know if now it will even... I looked at Tim Holtz stuff last night online, the colors, and I don't want to pay $7 or $8 for every bottle of color. So I ordered some mica. I know a little bit of blue is going to work. And I do have, oh, I don't have an empty container. I'll have to, I ordered some sprayers too. I've always had a bunch of sprayers, but I don't know where they are. or they're these are all melted. That's a pretty pink. It looks like, I can't really see what it is. I don't. That's okay. I don't have any blenders. All right, well, let's let this dry, and I think I can add some spritzing to it. I would have liked it to have more on the edges of, you know, like some book page or something. I'm just not very... I don't know. What do you think? Can I put one of these little... Once you open it, you know, you never know where it's going to be. I think Lisa sent these to me. That's kind of big, but I don't know that I like the pink color. Some of these things are so hard to get out of the things out of it anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. I can't see if I like it or not. Okay. I have watercolors down there. You know, it looked cute as like some kind of a fluffy hat. I'll have to see if I have a digital or something with a hat on it. Put a hat on there. That little rabbit. Okay, I'll move this out of the way. The rusty thing is not going to take very long. I don't know what I'm doing, so I mean, I have my thoughts, and I wanted to do this on the last journal that I was doing for Susan. I never got around to it. I think this would be cute for to go behind the pocket. Okay. And I could put some white. I could put some gesso on this a little bit. We'll see. Save those roses. How much time have I spent? 34. So that's like halfway. wants to go in. Okay. Now, that doesn't look like a puzzle if I cover that. Okay. Nice try. Okay, so I have this rusty hingy thing, and I have this coffee dyed paper, and I'm thinking, well, it's got to be wide enough for these to go in to a hole for the papers to come down. And then on our, I can't make it too wide or tall, or it won't fit into our little book or on one of our envelopes. Ouch. So I was thinking, well, I'm folding these in half like so. I was just kind of wondering, should I put a back on it and a cover? Because if I put this like right here, you'll be able to lift the pages up, and well, you can write for sure on this one. But if I leave this so you can take it out while you're writing, then I'm not sure how to attach it to the journal unless I have a back page. I mean, not this page, but something else. So let me check. Stuff everything back in here. Okay, this one is the junk journal. So this is the book that it goes in. Let me get one of the pages just to see. Okay, so I'm thinking that it could go on a page just like this. So I don't know that it'll fit on on one of the envelopes, but it definitely would fit on this. And we'd cover up this part. Or I could do a belly band across here and then just slide this down on the belly band, and then that way you can take it out whenever you want. I like that idea. Okay, let's see. I don't remember if I picked any kit paper for this, like, because I was going to use the envelopes. So I guess I can use just a piece of this. of this junk mail. Or I could use some of this. That one's got part of that tab. All right, I'm going to cut this. Is that long enough? It's almost perfect. Now I can go in scraps. Now I have a place for scraps. I don't want to trim this too much because trim a little more. So I wonder, do I want it this wide? Let's see how. We only really have to have, well, we really only need the back page in there. Just want to make sure that, you know, it's not too low or too high. That's about perfect. Okay, I am going to cut just a hair off this end. Because it's not quite straight. I think that's about where we had it, in the middle. Okay, so if we don't have exactly enough room, we can always cut this width. Okay. So I'm thinking we probably could put something else in there later too. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that's gonna fit in there. And these are gonna fit up here. These rusty clips. I don't get a chance to use these very often. I'm just gonna go right up here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Didn't seem like it should go that way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go back. We're just going to do this right here. So I'm not going to keep counting. Okay, sorry about my head, but I want to get it on that line, straight on that line. So I have a place to get my Now we're not going to put an eyelet in here because we don't need to have one because we have those other holes. I mean, the I guess the reinforcement that we need. Okay, now these are going to go here. I'm thinking it needs a cover page. You know? Let's see. I hope these will move. I need something that's to use my nails. All right, so those are down there, and that way you have to both of them. Come on. If they weren't rusty, they wouldn't be like this. I remember when our files were all in this, one of these would have a manila folder, and then it'd be full of stuff, accounting or whatever we were doing. But I didn't think to take any from the office. Who would have guessed when I was 18, 20? Okay, darn. It's tough. This one was very rusty. Let's just try to cheat a little bit. All right, I think that'll hold it. Whew. Okay, so if you take it out, then you can write on it, you know, up there or down here. If you want to take this out and add something to it, you can, but I don't think I would mess around with it. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck this in here, like so. Okay, how much time do I have? Because I'm thinking I would like to do a little bit of decorating. I'm not sure. I guess I could stencil on it. I could put a puzzle piece on it. Oh, let me look. Let me look. Let me look. See, we get something cute, which we don't have yet, really. So big. Thanks to Mary and Kathy, I got all the videos that I did on this project. I think it was 5 years ago or something like that. And they found them. And Mary was following me along. And so she made her own, and she made a video for her for YouTube. But then she never really stuck with YouTube. So oh, come on, guys. Help me think. I always think of Tim Holtz when I'm doing this kind of junk journaling. I'm going to put a little stencil on the back first. This here, the rings. Well, I'm going to do the rings first, and if it's not enough, I'll come back. Where's my spare paper? I have something to rub it off with a little bit as it gets too okay, it's not bad. I could put a little writing maybe even on top of that. And then, let's see, what words could I put? For skill and amusement only. This probably wouldn't matter if that gets covered with that. Never use, maybe I should use it. All right, let me get my black out. Okay. All right, you can get carried away with those stamps. Really carried away. All right, let me see if I have a block. Let it soak into the paper. Now see, it's not even soaked in. Or maybe he's got it where it looks like that. I never know. But it's good enough. Okay. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to do. I think maybe a date would look good there. He only has like one date. Well, there's level. Let's see. First, skill and amusement only. Okay, let's put letter parcel, because it's like maybe they bought something like a game or something, and it's for skilled and amusement only. There's like no sticky left. I don't know. Could have got a letter in the mail saying that's what this is. If you want to go to the fairgrounds, you have to have skill. All right. Could have come down a little bit lower, but it's all right. Okay, so here we have a nice little writing page. And I'll probably get all shabby up with, you know, people tearing on it and stuff. Okay. All right, so that's it. And I'm going to take a picture of this time. I finish something and I'm like, oh, good, I can go now. It's like going home, you know, from work. You look at the clock and you go, oh, wow, it's 5 o'clock, I can go. That's the way it is for me. Okay, so thanks for joining me. Oh, I forgot to put these back. I hope you enjoy doing this on Wednesday, trying to, you know, make sure I have a date and that I can, you know, do it, and may not be able to. Just have to wait and see how things go. But whoops, these are pretty brittle. So that's so rusty, it's black. I had a prettier one. I don't know what I do with it. Okie doke. So I'll put this in with our journal stuff here for the Friday's video. If you come and watch how to make a junk journal with envelopes, junk envelopes, that's videos that I'll be doing on Fridays. And then I think I'm going to do these, work on these on Monday. For Monday, and then for Wednesday will be the 50 stack. So don't forget to go to Amy's channel. I'll try to link it, but I'll put at her channel, and you should be able to click on that and it should take you there instead of me trying to find her links. I think that automatically goes, or you can Google it. I mean, I Google myself and find things, my videos and stuff. So 50 stack challenge for those of you who have not seen this, but I know a lot of followers that she has watches my channel and vice versa. So, you know, I would like to have fun with her. So, again, it's rust and puzzle piece. And then the My Porch French Rabbits is the paper that I used for the little card here, which I almost smushed. Wasn't paying attention. Oops. Still not. But I might do a little something more with this. But the day is almost over, and I have to get this video up, or you won't have one. I'm just going to see if I should take this off. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave a comment. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.